it's Friday, and that means it's time for Muppin's Sewing Emporium. Hello, good evening. I I'm Cheryl. I'm Muppin, and you are with us tonight here on Muppet Sewing Emporium. It's a beautiful, kind of half rainy, kind of half sunny, 56 degrees in beautiful downtown Paducah, Kentucky. We are getting ready for Quilt Week here starting on the 21st, and OMG, it's going quite well. We're very excited. We've got so many new products in the shop. New stuff you've never seen before, stuff that we haven't had in stock in a long time. So we have a lot of things for you to um to pick up, cuz yeah, this is the time to stock up because this is the time when we are stocked. My friends, I hope you're having a wonderful evening and that you've had a wonderful week. Here in Paducah, we are very excited that the flood levels for the river seem to be below the flood stage where it would come into the downtown zone. So we are so happy that the estimates for the flood cresting is lower than it had been reported in the beginning. And I've heard from everyone, the city, the AQS show, everybody says it is perfectly fine to come to Paducah. We are waiting for you. We're ready for you. So if you are wanting to come to Quilt Week, don't put your plans off. We're all here. Now, I also want to just mention really quickly for those of you that are probably worried about prices and tariffs and things like that. My suppliers have said that they are doing a 90-day pause alongside the tariffs. So as long as the pause is in place, it is in place for all of our suppliers too. We do not have any plans to raise any of our prices. So I just wanted to let you all know that that's the situation here at Muppin Sewing Emporium, that we are not expecting prices to increase at the moment. Okay, so whatever else anyone else is doing, I cannot speak for, but here, we are not raising prices at the moment. So, that being said, I want to show you a few things that are coming into the shop because wow, am I excited about some of this, and you should be too. Now, we had talked or a week ago about new product, and we're going to just really quickly talk about the new collection from Tula Pink. That is this right here. This is a sort of a black and white collection from Tula Pink. Yes, business as usual for now. And that is how I want it to stay. So Joy is here. Welcome, Joy. How are you tonight? Very getting ready for Quilt Week. So this collection is Tula Pink's gray work collection. That's what it's called, and it's very much almost like a black and white collection with pops of color. So I'm just going to see if I can make it a little bit on its own there. You'll get to see there just how cool it is. It's got a lot of different animals. Yes, it is a gorgeous collection. I love this collection, although there isn't there I Tula Pink has not made a collection that I don't like so far. And I am really really enjoying this one, especially those little pops of color. You can see that there are two of the wolf uh one in a light gray, one in a darker gray. There's also two of the panthers. Those are the ones kind of in the middle. Um, and then there's like four companion animals. It's a small collection. It's only 8 pieces of the main animal collections, and that is all we're going to bring in on this collection. So you'll get, if you do the pre-order, which is up right now on our website in the pre-order section. So if you want this one, you're going to want to pre-order it, and it's brand new, just released from Tula Pink, and these are going to ship in October. So these are coming in October. So we have another collection of Tula Pink, and you're thinking, isn't there Tula Pink on order that's just about to come in? Yes, it is. These are the Tula Pinks that are supposed to come in the week of Quilt Week. So, I'm going to go through them so that you can see what they are. And then I want to show you all the other stuff that just came in because it's all amazing. Okay. So, you've got, so the theme of this collection is full moon forest, and it comes in 12 prints. There's 12 different prints in this collection. There's like cool colors and sort of warm colors, which is very traditional for Tula Pink to do. And so she's got this one here with the fish, and then there's this one with sort of like honeybees on it. You've got this one, which is very, very hard to see, but if I show you in this mode, okay, what I want you to look at is there is sort of, let's see if I can get here. If you were to look like right, like if you follow my finger like straight across, no, wait, go straight across right here. Okay, there is a um it'll look, it's a squirrel, but it's made of branches, so it's like a hidden sort of optical illusion squirrel. There's like a tail that goes up there. The squirrel is kind of like hunched over. It's very op illusion. So there's the squirrel, and then there is the owl. We have sort of a menagerie. We've got all kinds of animals from the various collections that she has done over the years. And then a rabbit pattern. So remember, this is supposed to be forest, so animals and creatures in the forest. So we've got that one, and then here are the colors, the same patterns, but in the cool colorways. So we've got the bees, we've got the menagerie, which is kind of like a mint green. So if you've been following along with a lot of the other Tula Pinks, they kind of all go together. You've got the fish, which I love. It's like a rainbow kind of trout thing. Um, this is the rabbit collection. So they're kind of hard to see in there, but they're in there. There's a full-on face rabbit, and then like the side profile rabbits. And then the owl, which is the one that I'm excited about. And then again with the squirrel. And again, this is a pretty big print. It does just look like branches. but I promise you there is a squirrel in there. And if you look like right about here, right along that selvage of the fabric, you can see the face of the squirrel. Just so you know, that's how big it is. So we have these coming in just a couple of weeks. So in addition, we've got the new ones on pre-order. So we've got a lot of these kind of passing in the we've got a pre-order going up and a pre-order coming in. A lot of you have pre-ordered Full Moon Forest 2 already, so get ready because they're gonna start shipping. I'm so excited. Yay! I do see the squirrel. It took me a minute um to see it, and then once you see it, you can't unsee it. But anyway, so exciting new pre-orders. Of course, that's in addition to all the other fabrics that we have coming in. So OMG. It's a lot. It's a lot going on right now, my friends. So excited. Okay, so let's talk about the things that are coming that are in the store right now. And these are new. Some of these are new. Some of these you've seen before. Okay, so as far as things you've seen before, okay, we have the vintage spoon pin cushion, vintage spoon pin cushion patterns back in. Remember, these come with the spoon already in the kit, a doily, and some fabric to embroider onto to do this embroidered version. The spoons are random in our kits, but once you make one, of course you're gonna be going to all your estate sales and looking for as many fancy spoons as you can. But this pattern, which was available from another company, has gone out of business, and we have acquired the rights to the pattern. So I'm very excited about this. It's kind of like been around for a really long time, and now I am bringing it back. So yay! So this is one of the patterns that was supposed to launch during Quilt Week, but we launched it early. So this one is back in stock, and these are 25, but they come with the spoon and the stuff. Okay, so we've got that, and another restock is on the yo-yo makers. But these are two sizes that we have not had in a really, really long time. So we've got the super jumbo yo-yo, which is huge. It's like 3.5 inches across. And this is the yo-yo maker. Can I just say, like, these are delightfully inexpensive. So yeah, right, like this one, because you make these giant ones. I just think that this is a fun one to have amongst all of the others. So you've got like little things here on the back, and there is like a little example. You could make like a brooch or a purse thing. And then by contrast, you have the extra small, and the extra small, hooey, is it tiny. Like, it is probably like the size of my fingertip. Okay, so that's how small this one is. And of course, it's got all the instructions, and again, like, come on, right? So but this is the complements to the rest of our yo-yo collection. So we have every single size that's currently available in stock right now. You know, I love a good yo-yo. You know, there isn't a time when I don't encourage you to buy yo-yos or buy yo-yo makers to make really, really cool stuff. They make it super, super simple. I love these. I don't bring stuff in that I don't believe in. Okay. So we're so excited to have these back in stock. Almost just about $9 for the big one, $5.50 for the little one. And then just remember, we have all of the sizes. So if this was the time that you wanted to get your whole collection, now would be a good time because we have them all in stock finally at the same time. Now, I do have a couple other things that we have not had in a while, and we're bringing them back for Quilt Week because people just love this stuff. Okay, so these are restocks. We've had these before. This is the world's tiniest little pressing mat. It's made of wool. And this little um pressing mat guy is great for if you are cutting and you just need to press a little seam and your thing is under 4 inches. This is great, but it's also great as a pin cushion. It's great as a if you're building stitches, like if you are doing embroidery stitches, fancy embroidery stitches, you can lay your embroidery on here, stick the needle, and then you can do all the twisting and things that you need to do. So it's almost what they call like a drizzle pad. Great little project size. It goes great into your little sewing kit. It it I love these. So we have these back in stock, the little tiny wool pressing mats. And we also have my favorite thing that everybody keeps losing and you always want another one. The I call this the machine key. Okay, this is a thing that you put next to your machine. You're in your machine kit. Okay, because this screw is good for the screw that puts your needle onto the machine, and this one here is teeny tiny to work on your needle plate, okay, on your sole plate. And so if you've lost yours over the years or you need it, now look, this is a nice grippy thing and it's flat, so it stays in your machine case really, really easily. $2, my friends, two whole dollars for this, and you're gonna want one for every single machine. And we have these in stock. They're little machine screwdrivers, and you're gonna want to make sure you pick that up as well. And then we have the bobbin boat. And if you are like me and you have the bobbins, like the whole bobbins rolling around inside your sewing machine area, you can set all of your bobbins in here and they will line up perfectly. But if you are an embroiderer, if you are doing a small hand stitching project, wind your threads that you are using the colors, wind them onto your bobbins, and then stick these into the stick them in here and then throw this into your sewing bag and they won't like unroll and unravel. Yes, Mary, they are amazing. We've got some good stuff. Now the bobbin boat does fit the very large ones from Bernina. They're flexible, so they can fit the large ones for the for your Bernina, if you have the extra large bobbins from the Bernina. See how it stretches? So we've got these back in stock. Sorry I didn't see you last week, but tomorrow for sure. I love that, Charlotte. Thank you. I appreciate you. And so those restocks, and then we've got two other ones. Retro Clean. Now, I brought this in right when we first opened, and after that I pretty much like forgot all about it. I don't know why. Charlie and I have been trying to do a better job of going back through the things that we had that sold quickly. And I think a lot of times I'm like, oh, great, I sold all of that out. I want to try something different. Well, if I sold it all out, it's because it's a good product. And I love vintage textiles. And therefore, you want something that you can safely soak your vintage quilts, your vintage table cloths, your all those vintage table runners and doilies and things like that. One package of this, I actually use about half of this typically with my stuff, but we have the packs of retro clean back in stock. So this, I know we've been asking, like, this is back. I'm so excited. And yeah, so you're gonna want to pick this up if you haven't. It's only $6. So look, none of this stuff's gonna break the bank, right? So anyway, we have people who deal with vintage textiles, who are my good friends, and they swear by this stuff. Joy says, I have a friend who buys vintage quilts all the time and she uses this to clean them. I agree. This is my go-to, and a friend of mine who deals exclusively with vintage quilts, this is her go-to as well. So retro clean, gotta love that. Packaging, I love it. Okay, so that is, and then look for my English paper piecers. And for those of you that are just looking for a quick way to tack two pieces together while you are getting ready to sew it, my English paper piecers, we have the fabric glue pens back in stock. So these have not gone up in price since the last time we got them in, and I thought that they had, but they have not. So and it does come with the refill, so you get one in there, one refill, and yeah, you're good to go. So this is a different package that it's been in before. So if you're like, that doesn't look like the one I had, it won't, because it's a different package. So there you go. Same stuff though. And this is blue. It goes on blue and it dries clear, so it will not discolor your fabric. Okay, that's all the stuff that I used to have and now I'm bringing back in. But OMG, do I have some things for you? Okay, this one is kind of a new but no brainer. Okay, so for those of you who are big into the jelly roll rug quilts, this is the notion that is taking the internet by storm. So for jelly roll rug folks, this is the fabric tube maker that makes folding all the fabric at the machine super simple. This has been sold out from the manufacturer for 6.5 months. I've been trying to get this forever. So it's back in stock. It is here. This is all of the pieces that it comes with. And what happens is you feed the fabric through here, and then you put in this little piece to kind of like keep the fabric in place, and then you have the other piece up here, and it kind of works in like double unison. Okay, so you have the one part doing this fold and this part doing this fold. So great little gadget if you do jelly roll rugs or you want to be doing jelly roll rugs. This is going to be one of those things you are going to want to have. So we have them. They're here. They're back in stock finally from the manufacturer, so I can now get them again. The other thing that we got new is magic pins that are alphabet, numerical, and directional. Okay, I've gotten, I think, 5 requests in 1 week for pins with the letters and the numbers on them. And so the company that I love for this is Taylor Seville and the Magic Pin brand. These are heat resistant, meaning you can pin this into your fabric and then you can run your iron over these if you're pressing and you're trying to press things together with your pins in them. You get 6 each of the A through, E, 3 each of the rest, and then 2, and then 3 of each of the numbers. And then these directional pins. Now, let me tell you, at first, I was like, why would you need a directional pin? Because you've got A, B, and 1, 2, 3. The directional pins are good for when you have, let's say you have 2 fabrics and they are of similar value and you want to know which way you should press the seam. Maybe you want to mark a whole stack where you want all of the seams to go that way or that way. And that's what these pins are fabulous for. They come in a really nice case where they're all separated so they don't get all mixed up in the end. And I mean, look at that. And can I just say, this price, I have looked at other number letter pin sets and they are way more expensive than this. And they are not as high quality as this. The magic pins are my pins of choice when I am sewing. I love that they're thin. I love that they have these grippable rubbery tops because my fingers can actually get on them and pull. So they're also a really nice size. Like, look at that there next to my finger. I mean, that's readable. It's not like microscopic. So $30, magic pins, very excited, very, very cool packaging. This is the kind of packaging, though, you don't want to use your scissors on, okay? You're going to go get those kitchen shears and open the package with that, because this is pretty well sealed. But you can see here, you can mark your rows, you can mark your, which sets you have to do first. But they've got that comfort grip and you can iron over the top of them. They're heat resistant. So I am excited to bring these in because, like I said, I had so many people ask me in 1 week if I had these, and now I do, and here you go. So, all right, pretty excited about that. And we are also bringing in something really new. This is a pattern and a template by Sugar Bee Quilts. They are a pattern designer. Now, you know me, I like anything with dimension. And these petals, okay, are so easy to cut out and sew and then flip. And this makes an adorable pillow. And you can get the template, which makes it easier to cut and fussy cut if you are going to, like, let's say, center this over the top of a motif, like one of those Tula Pink, animals. Well, there is a cardboard or a paper version in here, okay? There is a paper template that you can cut out and use in here. But we decided that we were going to bring in the acrylic template. And let me tell you, there's a whole series of quilts and projects that use this template. This is just the first one, but this is the one that I brought in to try for Quilt Week. I absolutely love how, like, just gorgeous that is with the dots and the stripes. I mean, it's fantastic. Now, you're probably seeing this pattern quite a bit because there were a couple of designers who used their full fabric collection to make this Yes, Mary, I want to make these, hang them on the back of my dining room chairs, and change colors on the seasons. Amen. Yes, girl, this is what we are here for. Um, this is, I agree, this is just the most adorable project. And then, of course, to make it easy and also to fussy cut, you've got this really cute acrylic template if you want it. So the template's 16, the tab or the pattern is 13. So but again, we're trying this out for Quilt Week. So this is very new to me. And I have the project put aside, but I don't think I'm going to get it done before Quilt Week. But this I just love this pattern, and I can't wait to see what people make out of it. So we have this brand new in stock, and waiting for you to grab it here in the shop. Okay. So we've got these, and then I have two new things that I just love. Okay. Can I just say that, like, I think every once in a while, like, the stars align and somebody gives me something that I'm just like, oh, that is the cutest thing I've ever seen. Okay. And not that what I haven't shown you already isn't the cutest thing you've ever seen, because they are very cute. But this is Chef's Kiss right here. Now, I will say that these were made, I think, in Italy. I think these are made in Italy. And so anyway, get on with it, Cheryl. They are doll panels from Italy, and we brought in the doll, the deer with the little dress, and the fox with his little ooh la la French outfit on. And so I wanted to just really quickly show you what this looks like. So this is yet another one of these just adorable doll panels, and they, you, as you can see here, they come with that like really adorable sort of put together face. I know, Mary, they're so cute. But they also come with a QR code for you to learn how to put it together. So you don't have to really worry. And this little guy comes with little clothing that you get to put on him, and so that he's not naked. And um and I mean, this is just the cutest darn thing I ever did see. And this one here is Foxy. So we have the fox, and again, he comes with all of his clothes. And we have Bambi, the little deer, and she comes with a dress and a bow. And there are other ones in the collection. So there's a bear and a rabbit. And so what do you think? Do you think we should bring them all in? I just really, really, really love this. And so the doll panels, even though they're from Italy, they're $15. I feel like price wise, these are right on target for what we normally charge for panels in our store. So I really felt like this was kind of hitting just a hitting at the right price point. All the panels in our store are typically about $14-15. So for this to be 15, I don't know. What do you think? Tell me what you think about these, because you know me. I love a good doll panel. I love a good cut and sew. We've got the fox and Bambi. And like I said, I'm thinking about bringing in the bear and the rabbit. So very easy to make. Cut them out, right sides together, sew, leave a hole for stuffing, and then it's just a matter of sewing the little outfits, and they're just so sweet. They're just so cute. Um, Anyway, maybe I'm the one who's more excited about these than anybody else, but they're from Stayfill. That is a company out of Italy. Their brand here is called Coccolini. Just super super adorable. And they kind of have like that sort of fall cottage core sort of look to them. That's why I really like them. So these are also brand new. You know me, I love a good cut and sew panel. And so these came yes. Yes, and I agree. So cute, right? Boy or girl would either. And then the clothes, because you have the little outfit, you could even make more little outfits. And I just think that would be just so stinking cute, and it would go just fine with all of the other cut and sew dolls that we have in stock. We still have the Halloween dolls. We also have the superhero doll, and you need to get the other ones. I thought so. So I will be placing an order to get the other ones, because I couldn't resist. They're too cute. I mean, how could you say no? I just love it. Okay, so tonight we are rocking water, of all things. If you know me, you know I do not like to drink water. I just don't like the taste of water. I don't know why. Um I just don't drink water. So we've got tons of new stuff. We've got the Tula Pink pre-order for gray work online right now. We also have the new collection coming in for Tula Pink. It's supposed to be here before Quilt Week. So I hope that means the Friday before Quilt Week, because it really needs to get here, and it really needs to get here fast. Those of you who have placed your pre-orders already, your orders will come out of the top. Yes. When I don't want to drink water, I drink wine. I love it, Charlotte. I, of course, still have to drive home from the shop. So no wine for me here in the shop tonight. But hey, you never know. Some Friday nights after I get home, that is sometimes a very nice thing to have. For those of you who weren't here in the very beginning, when the video scrolls back, you'll be able to see what we were talking about with the pre-orders, but also check out last week's video. Lots of new stuff came in, and we're getting stocked out for Quilt Week, and we have 3 more shipments that are coming before Quilt Week. So it's going to be busy up in here. It's going to be very full. We can't wait to see you. You can shop now. So if you want something, probably now's a good time to take a look at the website, because if you wait, Quilt Week's going to clear some of this out. Okay? So, my friends, have a wonderful Friday. Have a wonderful weekend. I hope you get some sewing done. Please take care of yourselves. Stay safe, and I'll see all of you next week. One more week till Quilt Week. Take care. Bye-bye.